Somewhere around mid-2016, my best friend's older brother started working on a game concept in Unity. I immediately took interest in it. It didn't have much from the start, but I liked the concept so much that I recreated what he had made in Scratch. At some point, I had a semi-playable game, with more features and ideas than the original creator himself. What I didn't know was that he had quit development of the game formerly known as Pixel Castaway, while I had been working on the game in Scratch. I sent him a link, and needless to say, he was quite impressed. He decided to let me develop the game on my own. He gave me some of the assets, and I went to work. My first attempt was in Scratch, obviously. At some point, I encountered several restrictions and bottlenecks while trying to use a language that was just so limited. My solution to this problem was to move to a new language, which also meant that I moved on to my next attempt. My second attempt was created in Visual Basic, a language that normally wouldn't be used for game development. It was still limited in the sense that I couldn't reliably move a player around with a camera, and nothing was well organized. I took a break from development for around a year, and then started to work on what is my third and current attempt in GameMaker Studio. And this is definitely my favorite attempt. The game is surrounded with jokes and references to films, books, and other games. The name Too Much Water itself is a reference to a meme. The game is based on a movie called Waterworld. I myself have never seen it, but that was the concept that my friend was going for. Too Much Water has many random encounters, but doesn't follow any definite progression system. It's more about the player finding their own playstyle. Personally, I always like to be staying active or doing something, so I'll travel to islands and collect all the loot while waiting for something new to show up. Currently, there are 2 planned endings. By the time I upload the latest build, I hope to have at least one ending achievable. The voice actor for the main character, whose name is Evan by the way, is a self-insert character by the original creator of the game. His name is Evan Sarkozy.
I should look around the cave for a way out.
Quite a talented individual, working on his own concepts and creating 3D models for his own game called Fall Switch. Unfortunately, that will not be demoed here. Anyways, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy Too Much Water.
Water physics, exploration, funny dialogue that just goes on and on and on and it never stops. No house building functionality in the game. Loot crates. Shopping, crafting, flirting. Oh, that's not gonna work, Evan. That's not gonna work. Boss battles. 3D gameplay. If all of the ice of the world were to melt, all of the major continents would still be mostly above water. So a water world on Earth is not necessarily possible. That would require cessation of tectonic plates and millions of years of erosion, which won't happen by the time the oceans boil off due to the sun's increasing luminosity. In other words, don't worry about the Earth flooding, we'll all burn up by the time that happens.